7-star Student of the Month from Nichols Lawson Middle School, brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home and Rings Custom Home. Congratulations, Shannon Grant from Nichols Lawson Middle School.
Yeah, that's a great smile with Shannon this morning. Shannon, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How you like yourself seeing you on TV, man?
Well, that's pretty cool.
8th grader at Nichols Lawson. And tell us a little bit about yourself, Shannon.
I play football and basketball, and some of the things that I do, like as hobbies and stuff, like I do Mr. Brownie in Project Lead the Way. I'm in National Junior Honor Society. I was an Aggie ambassador at Pinecrest, and I've really been trying to get into student council. I'm probably going to try to do that next year, though.
That's fantastic. And talk about your football and basketball prowess. What positions you play?
In football, I played defensive tackle and left tackle. In basketball, I played center. And that was pretty fun because, like, the coaches, they help you a lot, and they get you prepared for the high school, which is really the most important thing.
Yeah, Justin Browning, our guest this morning as well. Justin, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
And thanks for being with us this morning. And you know a little bit about Shannon, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes. Shannon's a great student. He's in my Project Lead the Way class. It's our first year to have it, and it's an awesome program. It's a project-based program, so the kids get to work on different projects, and that's where the grade comes from. So it's a national organization, and it's put on through the University of Auburn. So we're real excited to have it, and I'm honored just to have a chance to bring it to our school system.
All right. Shannon, talk a little bit about your family and if you go to church, where do you go to church and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, my mom, she lives with me, and my dad, he lives with me sometimes. And like, I have a brother, Shanarius, he's in 6th grade at Nichols Lawson, and I go to church at New Beginning Ministries. I'm not really sure like how to describe where it is, but it's like down there. Just down there.
What's your favorite subject in school? Do you have a favorite subject? No? And you're involved in a lot of clubs, I guess? What's some of them?
National Junior Honor Society, like I said earlier, Project Lead the Way, football and basketball and stuff like that. But I'm really not like into all that stuff. Like I'm a good leader and stuff, but I just try to stay away from a lot of that stuff that we do at our school.
Yeah. You like going to school? Yeah. What about your grades? How important is it to you, your grades? I mean, here you are, an 8th grader, and you'll be a freshman in high school next year, and then college is down the road. How important is your grades to you now?
Oh, that's very important to me because in order to get into a good college, you have to have good grades. And in order to play a sport, which I plan on doing, you have to have good grades. So that's why I try to focus as much as possible on my grades.
Is that a dream to play college football for you?
Yes, that is one of my biggest dreams.
Yeah. What would you like to do with your career outside of playing college football?
I really ventured into being like an architecture. I like building stuff. Like in Mr. Browning's class, I like the way the function of building stuff, I like the way that is. So that's one of the things that I plan on doing in college.
So you have to work with your mind and your hands in building projects. And Justin, what about this Project Lead the Way? Talk about that a little bit more.
Well, it's an engineering-based class, and it's basically like a big erector set. And the kids, they have to build, and it's a lot of critical thinking, communication with their team. So you have electrical engineers, they have to wire the robot because it's automation and robotics is what it is. So the electrical engineer wires it, the mechanical engineer builds it, and then we have the other guys deal with the cortex and everything. So it's really a great program for our kids, and it's even stretching into the high school now.
Yeah, Shannon, what do you like so much about this?
I like the way that we get to organize with different people, like I said, because you have to have good communication skills. That's the thing that I like about Mr. Browning. Like, he tries to mix up our groups, and even though it is fun to work with your friends sometimes, but most importantly, you're supposed to get around and work with other people. That's one of the main things we try to focus on, because in his class, like, we do groups and, like, we do projects, and the projects that we do, we have to do them with certain other people. So when we do one project, we have to go to the next group. That's the thing that I like.
Is this a class every day?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we have A day and B day. So Shannon like A Day. I think you had A Day. He would come to me one day and then go to PE the next day. So we swap up. So I'd see him 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah. Shannon Grant, our star student of the month, the 8th grader at Nichols Lawson School right out here on the Talladega Highway. And, Shannon, as you grow older and you're involved in projects like this, Project Lead the Way, what would you tell other students? Obviously, you lead by example. You're not a real vocal kind of guy, probably, but you lead by example. How do you try to do that?
Just by doing what I'm supposed to do. I try to stay in my business, try to do what I'm supposed to do, make good grades, and just do your best in school. I mean, because there's no limit to this. There's no limit to the things that you can do in your life. So just do your best and work hard, and there's nothing that you can't do.
When you go into a class like this, whether it's a project with Mr. Browning or a test in school, how do you prepare?
I try to get a lot of sleep at night. I dress comfortably so I won't be uncomfortable during the test, and I just do my best, just work the test.
I got a feeling, Shannon, doing your best is going to be plenty enough for you, and we appreciate you being with us this morning. 8th grader at Nichols Lawson School in Sylacauga, and Justin Browning, who's involved with the Project Lead the Way. And Justin, is there a lot of kids involved in this project like Shannon?
Yes, sir. We have, like I said, there's 8 A and B day, so I have 2 8th grade classes, 2 7th grade classes, and 2 6th grade classes spread throughout the week. But we're trying to get more kids. We're trying to make it a bigger program. We're going to offer another class next year. I'm going to go back to training in Auburn this summer, and we're going to offer another one so we can just keep expanding it so we have more engineering-based things, because that's what seems like more jobs are going towards.
Yeah. Shannon, you like getting involved with this robots and robotics and stuff like that?
That's really fun. I think that class will actually bring a lot of attention to our school, because that's a pretty fun thing to do.
Mm-hmm. What about Nichols Lawson School? What's so special about that to you?
I like that the teachers always have a helpful hand out for you, because without that, I don't think many students will actually prosper in our school. That's why I'm glad that there's a lot of helpful teachers.
Now, Shannon, this is not on my notes right here, but I'm going to ask you got a girlfriend?
No, sir.
Well, that will come in due time too. Right, Justin?
That's right.
Thanks to both of you for being here. Shannon Grant, 8th grader at Nichols Lawson, our star student of the month. And Shannon, keep up the good work, whether it's in the classroom, on the gridiron, or on the basketball court. You'll go far in this world. Thank you for joining us this morning. Congratulations. And Justin, always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
More on Daybreak coming up as our star student of the month for this week in Shannon Grant, 8th grader at Nichols Lawson School in Sylacauga. More on Daybreak coming up.
This month's Star Student of the Month has been brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Reams Custom Homes, and TV 47. Tune in to Daybreak weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for your Star Student of the Month.